And let's model the pudding at the dish. I will start from the dish. Go to front view. Use EP curve tool and then drag a profile for the plate. I'm sorry, the dish. Okay. Dish like this. Hold down X to snap to grid. Then move this vertex up a little bit. Okay, select this curve, then click revolve, and select this surface, go to surface, reverse direction, so we make a dish. Then delete history, center its pivot, and make it smaller. Then I will just duplicate the cake level 1. Select model, Ctrl D to duplicate them, and move them up. And I have to move them outside from the group. So select this two model and hit Shift P to drag them out from the group. Okay, and group them together. Yeah. Rename it. Also center as pivot. And then small, scale it down. This time, move the top part up a little bit and scale it. Well, actually, let's go to front view and move the pivot to the bottom. Scale it this way. That's too much. How about this? Then select this group. Go to Deform, Lattice, and I'll change the T divisions to 2. Right click and select lattice point. Select these 4 lattice points. Scale them down. To make a pudding. You can still rotate the chocolate or the top of the pudding. If you're happy with this, delete the history for the scoop. Then maybe put this dish in the most, drag it to the pudding, and then place these puddings on the grid. Go to side view. To make it smaller. Again, move the pivot to the bottom and then scale it down. Okay, then phrase transformation. Let's do the cartoon style birthday present. And we'll start from a cube. So go to polygon and create a polygon cube. I'll isolate my cube. Actually isolate it. Turn off the X-ray mode and then scale it. Go to side view and place it above the grid. And then I split it like 2 by 2. And here also. Actually it's 2 by 2 by 2. Then let me add the bevel. Select the edges and then go to bevel. Let me select edge first. Did I miss something? No. Okay. Turn on X-ray mode and to check if there are any edge that I missed. I don't think so. All right. Open my modeling toolkit and click bevel and then add 0.1 to the friction, maybe 0.05, 0.025, and 2 in the segment. Okay. Go back to object mode. Now let's select H and then select the H in the middle. Shift select another H in the middle. And this time also we'll do bevel. Put the friction down to 0.25, lower, maybe 0.02, 0.1, no, 0.05. All right, 0.05 is good. Then I'm going to select those face and hold Shift. Select this face. And actually, I deselect the face in the center, so I select that again. And this time, let's go to Add Mesh, Duplicate, and we'll duplicate the surface and make a belt model. So let me bevel it. Oh no, actually I'm to extrude it. And okay. And let's add a bow on top of it. And I'm going to use the EB Curve tool and use the extrude command to do the model. But we are under isolate mode right now, so perhaps if you go to front view and if you use the EB Curve tool and draw a curve, you cannot see it because we are under isolate mode. And the curve that we just created is outside of this mode. And we have to quit this mode to see that curve. Okay, so delete that curve, and then actually I'm going to move this cube higher a little bit. Actually, the cube and the belt is together. Move them up a little bit, and then I'm going to draw a shape like this. To use the EB Curve tool and start to draw just draw a rough curve, and you can adjust the CV point later. Okay. And let's create a profile for that path with the curve. I'm sorry, with the circle. And select this circle and scale it down a little bit. And then select this circle again, shift select the path, and let's create surface, extrude, and pick up the quad, yes, and we'll use polygons. Output geometry set to polygons and set to quads. In general, here select the per span number of isopons and per span number of isopons for U and the V type, and hit extrude. Select this model and go to extrude history, turn on the fixed path, and then use the component pivot as its component pivot. Okay. Go to top view. I want to make this belt thinner. No, actually, like this. Okay. And then adjust its tessellation. For example, let's select U number and raise the U, actually lower the U number. I don't need so much phase on the U direction, but I definitely need more numbers under V number to add more sections for this belt so it looks smoother. Alright. Make it thicker a little bit. Okay, cool. Then delete its history and go to front view. Hold down D and raise its pivot to around here, but the pivot is still in the center line, which is good for us because next step I'm going to mirror it. I'll duplicate it, Control D to duplicate the belt, and then put down -1 under scale X to mirror it. Maybe push them together closer and then lower them a little bit. Let's turn off the wireframe unshaded. Okay, good. Maybe I'll rotate this. Actually, no. I just select this model. I can don't just drag a selection square to select these two models. Okay, otherwise you will also rotate the path. So I'll just select the belt model and then rotate it like this. Then let's group them together. Select the square, the belt, and the bow. Control G to group it, and then rename it under outliner as the %01. And select this group, center its pivot, let's go to front view and hold down D, place the pivots at the bottom of the present, and then scale it down. Let's turn on my reference image, and then let me place it above the grid. All right. I'll move this present aside and then duplicate it. Control D to duplicate it, and move this one to here, and then scale it down a little bit. And then I'll just move this bow up a little bit temporary, and then select the present itself. Go to deform and lattice, and use 2 by 2 by 2 under the STU divisions. And then right click, select lattice point, and select the 4 on the top, 4 lattice on the top. Rotate it a little bit like this, or just rotate along the Z axis, and scale it up a little bit. Then select 4 lattice at the bottom and scale it down. Now the person looks a little bit cartoonic. Maybe you can move individual lattice points like this. If you're happy with the shape, select the present and then delete its history to keep the shape. Then move down, move the bow down to touch the present, and then rotate the bow. Okay. Be higher a little bit. Okay, that's the present 1. No, present 2. And then let's duplicate present 1 again, move it to here. And yeah, you know what will happen. Slide this 2 belt up a little bit. Move that. And then select both the belt and the cube, and then go to deform lattice, set the division 2 by 2 by 2, and this time make it taller. Also scale them up, and then scale down the 4 lattice in the bottom. Be like this. And then delete history. So let me put present 1 around here. This time I'll create 3 birthday presents, put them aside the cake. And then I'll create the pie. The pie looks just like an apple, so I'll start from a polygon sphere. Let's go to poly modeling shelf and create a polygon sphere. Move this sphere up, scale it, and maybe you can scale it down, make it a little bit flat, like this. Then go to front view. Go to face mode and select the lower part of this sphere and hit delete. I'll just keep the rest. And then go to vertex mode and select this vertex here. Hit W and then hit B to turn on the soft selection mode. Okay, so right now if you move this point, the whole sphere will move with it because we are under the soft selection mode, and the weight is so big, so it will affect the whole model, and it have to smaller the effect area. So let's hold down B and use your middle mouse button, drag it to create or to reshape the effect area. So let's make this area around like this, and then move it again. Okay, maybe you have to be smaller. Okay, let's move it again. Okay, cool. If we hit 3, let's go to the preview mode, the smooth preview, and then you'll see we're almost done. Okay. All we need to do is add one more model on top of it, and that's easy. Go to front view and then create a polygon cylinder. Move it up. Scale it down. Add more divisions on the subdivision height. Okay. Keep on scaling it like this. Okay, first, let me freeze transformation, and then use deformer, the lightest, and put down 2 under the T divisions, and then select lightest point. Select the 4 lightest point in the bottom, scale them down a little bit. Then select the model again, and this time use the nonlinear deformer, the bend deformer, to bend it. Okay. Let's hit T to show the deformer, and then use your left mouse to drag this point in the center. Drag it away. But I don't want to move the bottom part, so I'll move the deformer, the lower part of the deformer, move this point up until it touches to the center. Okay, and I'll move the upper part of the deformer higher a little bit to extend the deformer, and maybe lower this deformer by use the moving tool. Move the deformer down. I think it bent, it deformed too much, so I fix it. Okay, and then delete history. Put it inside the apple. Then go to the edge mode, and then turn off the soft selection mode by hit B again to turn off this mode, and then select the continuous edge on the top of it, and then go to Modeling Toolkit, bevel, and put 0.2 under fraction, and give it about 3 under segment. Okay, it's done. Or maybe I can. By the way, if you lose the floating window here, and you want to see it again, just select model and hit T, and Maya will show the last history, which is the poly bevel, and show the floating window again. So it will see the settings, and I can change the fraction setting here, maybe upgrade it to 0.4. Okay. And go to edge mode and select these two continuous edge. Hold down Shift, select this edge. Go to mesh display, soften edge. Okay. Go back to object mode. Good. And we need a plate to hold this pie. So actually I'm going to select the edge here and then click extrude, and then hold hit R to scale it, and then scale it up. Then go to face mode and select those face. Like this. And I'm going to extract it. Go to edit mesh, extract, to extract the face. So get another model. Yeah, and I'll extrude this model again. Extrude, push it down. Then reverse the surface. And all we have to do is bevel the edge. So select the continuous edge and bevel it, add more segments. Okay, go back to the object mode. Right. Then select the models, Ctrl G, group them, and name it apple pie. Modify center pivot. Go to front view, lower the pivot to the bottom, and then place this pie on the grid. Scale it up a little bit. Maybe place this pie here. Rotate it. Freeze transformation. We need 2 more cakes, and this thing is done. So let me create a polygon cylinder and isolate it. Scale it up as usual. This time give it around 40 subdivisions. Okay, and then scale it down. Control D, duplicate it, and then put it around here and make it smaller. So that's the basic shape of the pie. And next, I'll bevel its edge, the top edge and the bottom edge. So go to bevel and put down 0.2 under the fraction and give it around 3 segments. Lower the fraction a little bit to 0.1. Okay. And I'll move, go to the vertex mode and select those vertex, and then push them down. Okay. And go to the modeling toolkit. Go to multi-cut tool, hold down Control and middle mouse button, click it to add a middle line, add another middle line to both sides. Maybe one more time. Alright. So why do I add so much splits in under the cylinder? Why? Because I want to deform it. I'll go to deform, and this time use the nonlinear, then squash, and hit T to activate the deformer. Okay, let's go to front view. Drag the circle in the middle, and then push down the top deformer point and the lower deformer point. Maybe it's too much, so go back a little bit, like this. Okay, delete history. And let me scale that up a little bit. Okay. Well, I'll hold down Control and lock the Y-axis to scale it down. Okay. And I'll add some bevels for the plate. Okay, and let me group it and name it small cake. Small cake. That's one. Of course, center pivot, then lower the pivot to the bottom. Okay, and let me exit the isolate mode. Well, let's go that too much, so let's go down it. Okay, duplicate another one. This time put it here, and this time I'll make this cake looks like this. So make it taller and create a lattice for it. Put a deform lattice and put down 2 by 2 by 2 and use the lattice point. Rotate it. deleted history. Okay, we finish it. And let's clean up this scene. Go to outliner. Select those curves. And then Ctrl G, group them, name it curves. And Ctrl H to hide it. And maybe I need a table or a plane to hold it. So just create a plane, sorry. And that's it.